Radio.
Hello, listeners. Welcome to Cryptic Radio, your gateway to the unknown world. This time, we're diving back into the story of the notification as we head into Phase 2. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button and put on your headphones. It's about to get intense. Ready for some mind-blowing vibes? Let's get started. Tune in, stay sharp, don't delay. Cryptic Radio leads the way. The phone buzzed relentlessly as Hannah stared at the ominous message. Every instinct told her to throw it away, but she couldn't bring herself to. It felt like surrendering to fear. Instead, she turned it off, removed the SIM card, and shoved it into a drawer. Her laptop, however, was another matter. She needed to know more. The USB drive held hundreds of files she hadn't yet explored. One folder, marked Protocol Manual, outlined the purpose of the experiments in disturbing detail. The goal wasn't just mental health research. It was behavior modification, mind control, and even emotional weaponization for corporate and government interests. Then she saw it. Initiation triggers, external stimuli required for subject reactivation. Her palms grew clammy as she scrolled through the list. The rhythmic thumping sound she'd heard during the program was among the triggers. The file explained its purpose. Destabilizes subject by inducing subconscious panic tied to primal fear. As she read, her laptop screen glitched. The cursor moved on its own, selecting the file and deleting it. She gasped and yanked the USB drive out, but it was too late. A warning popped up. Unauthorized access detected. Subject 47 is non-compliant. Reactivation imminent. The apartment lights flickered as her smart devices powered back on without warning. The voice of her smart speaker broke the silence, speaking in a flat monotone. "Welcome back, Hannah. Phase 2 begins now." She bolted to the door, but it was locked again. The windows dimmed to black, cutting off the outside world. Her heart raced as the air grew colder, and that same low, rhythmic thumping sound began echoing through the walls. She tried shouting, pleading for whoever or whatever was controlling this. But no response came. Instead, her phone buzzed from the drawer where she'd hidden it. Against her better judgment, she retrieved it. A new message awaited. "The only way out is in. Face the truth, Hannah." The message came with an attachment, a video file labeled Session 0. With trembling fingers, she played it. The footage showed her sitting in a sterile, white room. She wore the same clothes she had on the day she downloaded the app. A man in a lab coat stood across from her, speaking calmly. "Hannah, you've volunteered for this study to confront your fears and uncover hidden strengths. Do you consent to proceed?" In the video, she nodded. But Hannah had no memory of this. She watched as the man continued, explaining that the program was designed to push participants to their limits in order to build psychological resilience. He ended with a chilling statement. "Once the program begins, you may not remember consenting. This is necessary to maintain the integrity of the experiment." The video cut off abruptly. She felt like the floor had dropped out beneath her. She hadn't been chosen randomly. She had signed up, even if she didn't recall doing so. Hannah realized she had one advantage. She now understood the patterns of the program. It thrived on fear and control, using isolation and uncertainty to break its subjects. If she could disrupt that, she might stand a chance. She began experimenting, deliberately ignoring the thumping sounds and the cryptic messages. When the walls displayed her failures, she laughed out loud, refusing to let the images affect her. She spoke into the silence, taunting her unseen captors. "Is that all you've got? I'm still here." At first, nothing changed, but then the test became more erratic. The images on the walls glitched, cycling too quickly to process. The temperature shifts grew less intense. It was as if the program was struggling to adapt. Her phone buzzed one final time. "Congratulations, Hannah. You've exceeded expectations." End of phase 2. The locks clicked open, the windows cleared, and the devices powered down. She stepped outside, bracing herself for whatever came next. Weeks passed, and life returned to a semblance of normalcy. Hannah moved to a new apartment, disconnected all smart devices, and switched to an old flip phone. But the sense of being watched never fully left her. One day, while walking to the subway, she noticed a man in a grey suit watching her from across the street. He wasn't doing anything overtly suspicious, but something about his gaze made her uneasy. When she turned the corner, she saw another person, a woman in a black coat, watching her. Back home, she received a package with no return address. Inside was a single piece of paper with 3 words written in neat printed text. Phase 3 begins. Hannah folded the paper carefully and placed it in her desk drawer. She wasn't going to run. Whatever phase 3 was, she would be ready. So, how did you feel about this second phase? Pretty exciting, right? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think. But hey, don't stop here. The journey doesn't end yet, because phase 3 is just around the corner, and trust me, you don't want to miss it. It's going to be even more exciting, and there's so much more to explore. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you're always updated when the next episode drops. Share this video with your friends too. Let's spread the excitement together. Thanks so much for sticking around, and I'll catch you in phase 3. See you soon.